Hey everybody, welcome back to another hardcover review. Today we're going to review the Batman Damned hardcover. This is one of the newer black label from DC books. I think this was like the first, maybe the first or second from that black label line, which kind of replaced the Vertigo line from DC. Um, and it's kind of like the adult or like more mature version of DC books. Although with this one, we found out how mature you could be because there was a bit of a scandal, which I'll get into later. But yeah, but first things first, we got the dust jacket on this, and the dust jacket is really weird on this one. It's kind of like a plastic see-through white, kind of looks like rice paper or something. But it's kind of cool because you can see the cityscape behind it. But it's a little odd, but it's not going to get too creased or anything because it's a plastic. It's kind of hard. Um, this book is $29.99 retail. So, um, as you can see, it's very flimsy dust jacket. But like I said, it's see-through white. Kind of, I don't know if you can see. But yeah, you can see it on there. Um, and then the actual hardcover itself, it's got the writing on it with the weird font that they have like backwards ends and stuff. Kind of looks Russian or something, but doesn't have anything to do with Russia. So it's got like a texture on this. It's like a matte painting with like textured background background on this too. And then the spine doesn't have anything on it, just a blank spine. So um, and then as we open it, as we get into this, you see the art is really good. This is by Brian Azzarello and Lee Bermejo. They've worked together before on a Joker book and a Lex Luthor book, so this is kind of them um, working on like one of these new adult books. So I will say the paper on this is very thick, like really nice and hefty, especially for all these inks and everything. So it was nice to see they're giving these like black label books like a good treatment. Um, and like giving them their due as far as hardcovers are concerned. You can see the artwork is pretty beautiful on this. Lee Bermejo is wonderful. I was alluding to earlier. There was a scandal with this book because in this first issue, there's a scene where Bruce Wayne goes back to the Batcave and he takes off his pants and his or his bat suit, I guess, and they did a full frontal on him, so you got to see the Bat Wang and and the batter Wang. There we go. And apparently that was too much for DC, even though they okayed it, and I'm sure someone looked at it before it was sent out. But as you can see, Bat Butt, and then this was the panel where there was supposed to be Bat Wang, but they took it out in these versions for some reason. I mean, I assume everybody knows what they're getting if they're buying this after the first issue came out, but they did not. They did not have it in there. So, but the real reason why I got this is because, I mean, Batman's great and cool, but there's all the Justice League Dark characters in this, which I really love. Swamp Thing and Constantine or Hellblazer, and um, and then there's also Etrigan, and you get Enchantress, and um, and Zatanna. So like you get like a good mix of like some of those great kind of mystical characters that you don't always get to see too much. I know they're more popular now because of they're out more now because of Justice League Dark and whatnot. But it's you don't always get to see it. And then like uh you get some really good like this whole book is actually narrated by Constantine, which is one of the reasons why I picked it up. I was like, we need to see or I need to have like, kind of completionist view of having everything that like Constantine is important that's important that he's in. So I picked this up for that, and then also Swamp Thing's in this, and he's pretty badass in this. He's just like a giant big tree that attacks everything. So but yeah, like in this is a weird story, but and basically Enchantress uh I guess makes a deal with young Bruce Wayne to make him not have fear, which is why he becomes Batman, but it also is why his parents get murdered. And so that's what we see like he made that choice. Oh, Deadman's in this too. Deadman's fun, and the Spectre. So like a good mix of like all the characters that you don't get to see too often in DC books, and this one has them all. So it's kind of cool. Um, in this back, like this story is actually only 3 issues long, but the issues were extra long in this format. So I think they're like 48 pages each. So you get a good chunk. You get all the covers in this hardcover, um, some of which are really awesome, like this Dead Man one. Then we get like kind of behind the scenes on them creating it and what they were thinking, and then you know you get some. This is like a Brian Azzarello, like his thoughts on like what they were going for and everything. So um, overall, pretty solid hardcover, especially like for coming out of the gate with this series or this like label, Black Label. I really enjoyed this hardcover. Thought it was really well made. Like the paper stock and everything was really good. It was really easy to read. The binding was really good. There's no obvious flaws with it. So, and then they're trying out new stuff because I've never really seen this kind of plastic dust jacket on it. So it's an interesting try. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad or anything. So um, that said, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you want me to review any specific books and whatnot. I'm just kind of going through stuff I think is cool from my collection or things I pick up on Wednesdays. So see you guys on the next hardcover review.